Hey everybody, we're back with a Thursday night stream doing Skies of Arcadia Legends again. Yay, woo, cool, super fun times, yeah. I need to actually come up with like some kind of intro for these things. There we go. And we're all good. Oh. How you doing today, Bane? Brought that positivity. Yeah. Okay, so we were about to go into the ruins of Ice. That was the name, yeah. Ruins of Ice. Alright, let's do this. Ruins of Ice. Awesome. It's probably fine to start with a dungeon. Not too bad. I had a doctor's appointment today. Hopefully that's going to lead to improvements in things, but you know, that's for later. Oh my god, this is going to be a puzzle dungeon. Glacia. It's pronounced Glacia. Answer my query. It's ice. I wonder if this is a case of, like, Pokemon Red and Blue, where you get the questions in Blaine's gym and then you purposely answer them wrong so you get more encounters. Woo! Better Ben. Let's test that. Yeah. That was like the Simpsons one. You call it a knife? It's not a knife. This is a knife. That's not a knife, that's a spoon. Ah! I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. Part vs. Australia is a great episode. Okay, what's this one? Glacia. Purple crest, hide a certain... What? Oh, this one I don't actually know. Purple crest hides a certain number. Have I seen the purple crest? That didn't sound right. Purple crest. I don't know where I can look at that. I don't even know. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, this looks interesting. Where am I now? Oh, there's the encounter. It's a big guy. See if we can be confused. Apparently not.
That was easy.
There we go. Yeah, I did see that, and there's the rumours that it's also overtaken the Xbox One in terms of lifetime sales, which is crazy. But then I kind of imagine it's not that difficult to overtake the Super Nintendo overall, considering just how much broader the gaming market is now compared to how it was back in, let's be fair, the 90s. The Super Famicom might have been sold. Oh, so we get sent back. Super Famicom might have been sold after that, but Super Nintendo was only really sold by Nintendo in the 90s. Well, that was probably wrong. I have no idea where I'm even supposed to look for this answer. Alright. This might be progress? Ah, that was progress. Cool. What's this one? Okay. I have no idea. Oh, sweet. So if you get the answer right first time, you get the boost to your reputation. Potentially, but I suppose you end up having to decide whether or not the Switch qualifies as a handheld. Like, Nintendo's pushing the whole handheld hybrid thing, and I really don't think it's a proper handheld. It's too big and bulky and uncomfortable to play as a handheld. But is it going to create a new genre of consoles, a new definition of hybrid console? Oh, that was quick. Maybe we should have brought a coat. Yeah, that was clearly a dead end. Oh, that was close. I hope that doesn't mean there's a monster. Ooh.
Wow.
Built the city out of ice. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I try to mix it up, and I don't know why I refer to myself as we. Meh. Just disappeared. Yeah, we're trying to mix it up with the LP. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up. Like, I think you'd be pretty surprised with the new LP starting on Monday. I'm trying not to focus all on one genre. I think the consoles are completely incidental. What console we Let's Play on. This platform was not here in the cutscene. I think it's more about the genre. I love that there's no ice physics. Wonderful. Like, check out these semi-transparent floor textures, though. This is such a nice-looking game. Everything's purple. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's blocking. Ooh.
How about you?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I want to get to, and kind of prioritizing different stuff that kind of like we've not really done before. And we've not done a sandbox game yet. We'll do more sandbox games as we go forward. I mean, there's the inevitable Arkham City playthrough, the Spider-Man 2 playthrough that we're going to be getting to. Ew. Oh, it can be confused. Nice. But for the minute, we've not done a sandbox game.
That was easy.
Map's showing some weird stuff. There's a lot to choose from. And we get around to thinking about stuff that we've not really done yet. We've not done any point and clicks. But then I'm not sure about how viable a point and click game is for the Let's Plays. Because I want to get to Broken Sword, but I'm probably going to do that as a stream. And in all honesty, like, outside of Broken Sword, there's not that many point and clicks I'm actually into. Yeah, I think this is a dead end. It'll take us back to where we saw a chest before. There it is. Oh, I hope Zivlin Bane isn't in this one. Ooh. That's sword. Nope. Boomerang. Yes. See, the big benefit of the Swirlmerang, aside from the confuse, is the really high accuracy. But I think at a certain point we have to kind of go back to the power. That's a big one. No, I think I want to make a priority out of the big guy. See how that goes. Grim Fandango is a game I've not played. I have it. I've not gone around to playing it, so if I'm going to do it, it's probably going to be a stream game. To me, it's Broken Sword, the Curse of Monkey Island, and I think like maybe one more that I was actually into. Yeah, Grim Fandango is probably a game to eventually put on the stream list. But there's other stuff, like I want to do Max Payne for the stream, but Max Payne would be good for the channel. I just want to play Max Payne again. Max Payne's awesome. It's been a long time since I've played it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. What else is there? I want to get around to Bayonetta at some point. The Devil May Cry series is a series I want to do. But my big concern with that, like I said on a Sunday stream, I'm not that good at the first game, to the point where I have genuine trouble completing Devil May Cry 1 on the standard difficulty. Well, to be fair, that's what the channel and the stream is, an excuse to play everything. Like, what are we doing after Skies of Arcadia? We're going to do Castlevania. It's an excuse to do more Castlevania. Which one? Which Devil May Cry? The first one. Devil May Cry 1 is the only Devil May Cry game I can't reliably do. It's like, I'll have trouble with 3, but I can brute force my way through 3, and I enjoy 3. The first game, not... Oh, Castlevania. Well, we're doing the marathon, aren't we? Oh, we're building up to the Castlevania marathon. Which I'm looking forward to. That looks so good. Rain of Swords! No, the Castlevania Marathon, I've been thinking about like what games to omit. Because we're not going to be doing all Castlevanias, we're going to do a bunch of them until I get tired. I mentioned the marathon several times, man. But yeah, and the problem with Simon's Quest, the same problem with Zelda 2. It's just excessively drawn out. Oh, there's the one, man. Zelda 2, part of the problem with that is how difficult it is as a game. But it's doable. This guy is red, so purple, everybody. Zelda 2 is difficult, so that's part of the problem with Zelda 2. Simon's Quest really isn't. Simon's Quest is one of the easiest Castlevania games. It's just a lot of grinding. And it's not really fun. I feel like we end up discussing the same things kind of over and over. Hit him back, hit him back. There you go. Okay, so... we attack... Let me see, Skrulin... Everybody's good except Fina. Did I not get any sac? Yeah, I got some Sakras. Of course I got Sakras. And Justice Shield. But, you know, aside from Simon's Quest, there's stuff like Dracula X on Super Nintendo.
Let's try this.
Well, that's the thing. I'm done with Episode 8 talk. And let's be fair, the big problem with Episode 8 talk is someone mentions Star Wars and I get onto Episode 8. That's the problem. Yeah, if we wait one more turn, actually. In fact, Cutlass Fury will do for now.
Here goes.
It's not even Episode 8, it's Star Wars talk, but I don't want to discourage Star Wars talk.
Go, people.
It's really a case of I need to stop with the Episode 8 stuff. Oh wow, we're not even gonna need Pirate's Wrath. Oh, let's save it then. No, with Castlevania. Oh, so petty. With Castlevania, it's like, Dracula X, there's a bunch of stuff I like about Dracula X, and I think the general reputation it has as a subpar Rondo of Blood knockoff is kind of really unfair. The big problem in the end with Dracula X is it has a stupid level of difficulty. So Dracula X, I'm like, I'm not gonna complete Dracula X. Where am I? But and there's the adventure, which I don't know, I might look at, but I doubt I'll complete. And the ones I'll push myself to complete without a doubt. The first game, but that could take a while because the first game gets difficult. Like, the third game, but again, the third game gets difficult. So that's gonna be bashing my head against the wall after a certain point. Super Castlevania 4, which I love. I'm not entirely sure how long it's gonna last. My general thought is until I get tired of it. But I would like to get to some of the Metroidvanias.
An utter victory.
The issue with the way, like, there are two possibilities in my mind of how we do this. We do them in release order or in chronological order. And there's problems with both of them. Release order means we're doing Classicvania for like 8 games before we get to a Metroidvania. Release order means we start with Lament of Innocence on PS2, and then we do Dracula's Curse, Castlevania 3, and then we do the other PS2 game. Oh, there's a save point in there. And then I'd have to look up the timeline to see what comes after Curse of Darkness. That's gotta be the way if there's a save point here. I don't know. Nice, I like that.
That was easy.
The PS2 games, I think, get kind of a bad rap. They're not spectacular. But generally, whenever you hear anybody talk about Castlevania in 3D, it's like, oh, yeah, no, Castlevania never did 3D well. It was always bad. It's like, oh, play more. And it's like, Castlevania never did 3D amazingly, but it had good 3D games. I'll still defend Castlevania 64's design. I'll defend a bunch of what Castlevania 64 was. Lament of Innocence is not a bad game. Curse of Darkness, I've not played properly. I borrowed it from a friend in college and played it for like an hour, and I've not played it since. Even though I've got it, I've not played it until I got it. Nice. But from my understanding, it's essentially the Metroidvania design in 3D. It's supposed to be like 3D Symphony of the Night, which could be good or bad. But there are the Metroidvanias that I think deserve a look. Circle the Moon is kind of underappreciated. Aria of Sorrow is fantastic.
That was easy.
I feel like a lot of people forget about Order of Ecclesia. How many moonberries is that? 2. Like, you can rest assured that oh, it's not for me. You can rest assured that while I'm probably not going to go all the way that I intend with the upcoming marathon, there'll be another marathon. Well, that's the thing. I've played too many games that have a bad reputation that I've liked to really buy into that. All this up with Alpha Storm. See how that goes. Like I said, I'll defend elements of Castlevania 64's design. When we took a look at Devil May Cry 2 on Sunday, there are good points to Devil May Cry 2. Just because a game isn't as good as is expected doesn't mean it's bad. And it brings up the case that I've been mentioning before with Twilight Princess, how Twilight Princess, or Skyward Sword probably is a better example. Anytime you hear someone talk about Skyward Sword, it usually is a bad game, and it's not. It's just not as good as the other Zelda games. And the issue there is the other Zelda games are amongst some of the top gaming examples you can find. Like some of the best games you can find. And so, like, Castlevania 64 isn't an amazing game, and there are problems with it, but you know, there were worse examples of the jump from 2D to 3D. There you go. I need to get around to Legend of Dragoon. Skies of Arcadia has been a wonderful breath of fresh air. Revisiting this has been brilliant. And I suppose I'm going to be hesitant to take on a new RPG for a while after we're done with this and Final Fantasy VII, but I should really make a point with and Legend of Dragoon. Like, Castlevania 64 and just the Castlevania series in general, people like it never made the jump to 3D well. It's like it made the jump to 3D fine. You gotta remember, stuff like Ocarina of Time and Super Mario 64 are outliers. They made the jump fantastic, but a lot of other series didn't. Consider how many series just didn't survive the jump to 3D. It's like, look at Mega Man. Classic Mega Man stayed 2D for a reason. Mega Man X should have stayed 2D. I'll definitely argue... I'll definitely say, like, Mega Man Legends is pretty solid. But it's a spin-off, it's not the classic series that changed a lot of the way the series worked with Legends. Like, Mega Man X made a very bad jump to 3D. Contra made a horrible jump to 3D. You could argue the only series that really made a seamless transition to 3D from Konami was Metal Gear Solid, but Metal Gear Solid is barely any more 3D than Metal Gear 2 was.
Here goes.
You could reasonably argue the series didn't go really 3D until Metal Gear Solid 2. Like, yeah, Metal Gear Solid has 3D graphics, but it might as well be a 2D game. That's good damage. Again, Final Fantasy VII is barely 3D compared to 6.
Over there.
The 3D in Final Fantasy never really mattered. You could argue Final Fantasy didn't really go 3D until Final Fantasy X, after they moved away from the pre-rendered backgrounds. It set the standard for JRPGs back in the day, not through quality, but because it sold a lot. And like, don't get me wrong, I love Final Fantasy VII. I've played through it many times, I'll play through it many more times. But Final Fantasy VII set the standard for JRPGs, not because it was particularly good, but because it sold a lot. Ah, shit. This is probably gonna kill someone. Yeah, there goes Enrique.
Sorry. I didn't go on.
That boss is dead next turn. Which means I need to rework some of this. And then you cast Blessing again. Not helpful, I'll need you to do that after Enrique was back up. Oh, come on. God damn it.
That was a close one.
Yeah, like, a lot of series didn't make the jump to 3D well. It's like I say, Final Fantasy VII... Hey, Clem. We talk about Final Fantasy now. Hey, just in time. I'd like to say Final Fantasy VII, the 3D added nothing to the to the game over Final Fantasy VI. And it's the same thing I argue with Metal Gear Solid. The 3D meant nothing to Metal Gear Solid outside of presentation. Hell, I'd argue as a series, 3D didn't mean anything to Final Fantasy until 10, when it finally started to make use of three-dimensional space. And it's the same reason why I argue Metal Gear Solid transitioning to 3D over Metal Gear 2 meant nothing, because it never used the 3D. It wasn't until the introduction of the first-person camera in Metal Gear Solid 2 that the 3D actually mattered. Yeah, pretty much. And the same's true of 8 and 9. Drachma? How the hell did you get here? Well, that's the thing, like, we're talking about Castlevania, and like, Castlevania gets the reputation that it never did 3D well. And my opinion is it did 3D fine. The problem is people are comparing it to Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, which both were spectacular with their leap to 3D. And then compare it with other games that either didn't really move to 3D, or made the transition terribly. I mean, consider Bubsy. Yeah, what are you doing here? Like, consider Bubsy 3D. Bubsy and Bubsy 2 weren't particularly great, but then Bubsy 3D was absolute trash. Is that Rackham? What's going on here, Drachma? It's dying. Right.
Oh.
And this becomes a very interesting twist. Rackham was the purple Gigas all along. I've heard the Jaguar one isn't too bad, but it's also the case of Bubsy 1 isn't that bad. It's not amazing, but there are far worse mascot platformers. Goth. And now what? And so the Captain Ahab parallel ends. Castlevania first tried 3D with Castlevania 64 on Nintendo 64. Lords of Shadow, I think, are fine. I like Lords of Shadow 2. Like that game got a fairly mixed to negative reception from critics. I enjoyed it more than the first one. The first one, I think, is bland until you get to the vampire section. It's like the vampire stuff is like half of that game, and it's the best part. What a tragic end. Very poignant moment. The purple Gigas turns out to have been Rackham all along. Rackham has been dying since our first encounter with Ramirez. And Drachma has been with him, watching over him the entire time. And Drachma learned to let go of his hatred for it. Didn't go the route of Captain Ahab. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Alright, fair enough, Clem. We'll still be here when you come back. Farewell, Draco. Maybe we'll see him again one day. But with that done, I suppose there's nothing left for us to do but to return to Crescent Isle. It's another one of those moments that really makes Skies of Arcadia stand out. The twist that Rachnan was the purple Gigas all along. And on top of that, the conclusion of Drachma's revenge. I love this game. This game's fantastic. Okay.
We did it!
I've been debating Lords of Shadow for a playthrough actually. What's that? Komarok. Legend has it that Komarok was once an island in South Ocean thousands of years ago. The winds ripped the island apart and slowly eroded it down over the years to the state that it's in today. Perhaps someday Komarok will no longer exist. You know, following that whole thing with Rachnan, that's actually another really poignant thought. There's Pirate Isle, there's Shaun Island. I should keep heading north. Those were the buggers. Hey Sergeant. How you doing today, buddy? There we go. Remember when those buggers gave us so much time when we came through here the first time? So much trouble the first time we came through here? Yeah, there's Pirate Isle. Why not pop in and say hello? Hey, Briggs. Oh, you got a new ship. It's been a while since we've been here. What up, Ma? Yeah, sure. It's gonna be a long trip back to Crescent Isle. Ugh. Yeah, you've not missed much on today's stream, Sergeant. We did the Ruins of Ice inside Glacia, and we found the Purple Gigas and reunited with Drachma, and that was kind of all you've missed. So, not much. Hello, ladies. Oh, that's fair enough. It was a good moment. Heartfelt moments like that are really hard to pull off, and I think Skies of Arcadia just did it really well. Albatross 2. Yeah, we had the old blueprints. It looks just like the old one. Because if it didn't, we'd have to create an entire new model. But we assure you, that's not the reason for it. What a par. Still telling us about the swashbuckler rating. Jeez. Travelled around the world and you're still telling me that. What are we on? We're on the Fearless now. Well, no point in going all over the place. Let's head back to the ship. Wonder what they're gonna do with Ika's house. Like, my parents still live in that house, but Ika doesn't have parents. That was her house, but now she lives on Crescent Isle with us. Alright, we're off. Straight north. Into battle. What element are you guys? You're blue and silver. That's fine.
Here goes.
Silver's weak to yellow. That's fine. Oh, there's some nice hot chocolate.
That was easy.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're near Maramba. And we follow this along to Maramba. That gives us the easy location, gives me the locational awareness to navigate my way back to Crescent Isle without looking at the map again. Which is always a plus. Because maps are boring. Unless you play an Etrian Odyssey, in which case it's like 80% of the game. That's all. Yellow, so we want silver. So I guess after this, all that's left is the yellow moon crystal. I wonder, did Ramirez know that Rackham was the that Rackham was the purple Gigas? Or were they just fighting Rackham off because he happened to be around Valua at that time? There's Nasrod. That's a ship. Way above the clouds. There it is. Home. Home sweet home. Yeah. Let's just keep using silver for a while. I could do with leveling up silver. And at least one person has everything else maxed. At least one person has something of it. We have at least one person maxed with all other elements.
Yeah.
Actually, do we have anybody maxed with yellow?
That was easy.
Alright, no, nobody's maxed with blue, yellow or red. Blue, yellow or purple. But I feel like we've gotten the most we're going to get out of blue. Might get a little more out of yellow, but silver we could do with pushing further. Please do not open your mouth that wide again. Oh, sweet, now we can go above and below the clouds.
Yeah.
Well, the question is, what's above or below the clouds? Because nobody knows. Nobody we've ever come in contact with has ever been above or below the clouds. With the exception of the Afrotomans, who don't really seem to move outside of their continent. So it becomes a case of like, what's the point? Also, the renovations should be done now. So let's take a look at those. Ooh. 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 This is very nice, actually. Yeah, do the relief. What do you think, guys? Whose face should we have sculpted into the relief? It's a local continent for local people. There's nothing for your hair. Ica. I was actually kind of thinking Fina. I don't even know where the relief is. Alright, let's go with Ica. Alright, what else do you got? Okay. Well, look how much nicer this is now. I like this. Very fancy. It'd be nice if we could build a fountain in this ball of water that's just here. Gonzalez has a really nice tomb, really nice grave now. Oh hey, pumpkins. Traditional Yafutoman tavern. Alright, yeah, have some money. Okay, and... okay, you already said that. What you done? Cool. What about you, Urala? Yeah, it's a traditional Yafutoman tavern where Polly runs it. Would have thought I'd go a different way. Do we still have hammocks in here, or do we have actual beds now? Like actual bunks. Nice. Yeah, sure. Let's liven up the island. That might be related to Pinter's Quest, which was the VMU game you could play during cast version. Yeah, colourful then. What about you, Marco? Can you do anything? Okay. Alright, the island's really starting to feel like home. Raleigh, you got anything for us? Yeah, get some fish for the pond. Do we want fish or a fountain? Fish or a fountain? Get a fountain. Do we get you Yafutoman fountain? Let's go in 500, 5,000. Let's see what the 5,000 one is. This place looks so nice. It brings to mind the castles you get in Suikoden series. You always have a castle to house your the 108 Stars of Destiny. Kind of like that, but on a smaller scale, I guess. Which isn't necessarily a bad idea to have it on a smaller scale. But where to next? Like I say, the only crystal we've got left is the yellow. More of Tartars. Interesting, the idea that the seal was probably placed there by the ancient Valuans. Unless when we went there it was sealed by the Sylvites and we were told that and I've forgotten it. Interesting. Well, that puts a practical use to the engine. Last place is the most complicated. Well, let's head back to the ship. Ghostbusters! Save the game and I guess head for Valua. So now we can finally go above and below the clouds. Here's above. Here's below. And in both cases, travelling... Is there something there? That's the dark craft. In both cases, travelling above or below means no random encounters. I didn't see something south towards Nasrad above the clouds. Yeah, look at that. What is that? Iron Star. A strange object said to be launched by the ancient civilization of the Red Moon. Its purpose has been long forgotten, but legends say that its eye could see the entire world. Even now, sailors navigate by its rhythmic flashing light. Neat. But just so we can get our bearings, let's head back beneath the clouds. Okay, so here's the lure. And the issue with the Maw of Tartarus is it's on the mainland continent. You know, that actually creates an interesting thought. By going above the clouds, we can bypass the Grand Fortress. So let's see if we can get into the Valuan capital. Is that it? Where am I? Oh, I want to head south. No. There we go. Should be able to see in a minute. That's gotta be it. There it is. Can we actually dock? Oh, hey, the hole's still in the Grand Fortress. Oh, we can dock in Lower Valua. We can't dock in the Palace. We can't dock in Upper Valua. And there's the Colosseum. Wow, that was so long ago. Wonder if there's anybody to recruit for our crew here. Isn't that the same stuff you were saying when we were here ages ago? Yeah, there's nobody here. What an amazing story. I sure wish I was there to see it. Weapons, items, but not ship parts. Oh, absolutely nothing of value. You know, this is giving me the bass line of this track is giving me Midgar Slum vibes. Oh! What's in here? Okay, you just walk through that wall of ice. Yeah, nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Going down. Hello, small child. It sounds like something we should talk to Marco about. Nah, I'm good, thanks. Still, less than the charging in Nasrad after it was bombed. Actually, anything down here? This is the dead end, at least, it's sewers. Is there anything actually here? Shine up, man. Way people will explain things to themselves. Oh wow, the sewers are still open. Why do they still lead to the Coliseum? I wonder if we can actually get in there. We're wasting time. Let's go to the Maw of Tartus. It feels a little weird that we can't just say to that girl, hey, you know, Marco actually came with us. And then cutscene is like, bam, Marco's here with us, and it's like, yeah, no, come on. Suppose you can't save everybody. Much as you might try. Oh, this place is a labyrinth. Alright, let's get out of here. You know what, I will see about having a word with Marco. Is he on the ship at the minute? Into my boys, girls. I'm not entirely convinced either of them are doing anything. Maybe he's up on the crow's nest. It's weird considering how big the ship is, how little of it you can explore. I feel like It's not even feel like. You could definitely explore more of the High Wind in Final Fantasy VII. Well, nobody's here. I hope we never have to climb ladders again. To the galley. Way to change the crew, or who's on active duty. Alright, don't rub it in. You know, some of this feels really extravagant, and it's mostly the curtains and the chandelier. It feels excessive for what's supposed to be a warship. Oh, there's Marco. Well, I guess he completely forgot about that girl. Well, I suppose it's the way you improve all your techniques. No technique is perfect, but if you implement foreign techniques into yours, get even better. Alright, well, I guess we're leaving the girl. Alright, so let's get out of Valua and then go under Valua. Wait a minute, is there a buttons in this area? Aha! Which direction is it? Turn a few degrees north. We're looking for some kind of entrance in a tunnel. We seem to have come outside Valua. Alright, so there's got to be an opening somewhere underneath. And we'll use that to get in through to the Maw of Tartar. What's that? Oh, is that a rift? Yeah, it is. It's a rift from under the clouds in deep sky. That was fascinating. Where am I? Oh, I'm back in the city. I'm on the road to Valua City. Like this, where am I? I have a feeling this is going to be overly complicated. Too far south. Like mobbing for apples. Well, at least there's no random encounters down here. That's the edge. What is this? Okay, we can't raise or lower our altitude while going backwards. Like this should be something, but it doesn't appear to be anything. Hey, under skyfish. Oh, there's something. Come on, that is something. That totally looks like something. Where am I? Back at the city again. Damn it. No, I should probably just go straight to the Maw of Tartus and then figure out where to go from there. No, that's just some balloon shit. There it is. So let's head directly north from here to the edge of the continent. Then what we'll do is turn directly south and see if there's something underneath. No, it doesn't look like there is. What's this? Where am I? Patches of cloud. Have we found something? Dancing lights. A natural phenomenon that can be seen underneath the Valuan continent is said to be caused by the electricity from the yellow moonstones in the Valuan soil. Some say it's caused by a giant creature that lies deep in the ground. You mean the Gigas? Where am I? Let me see about figuring out where we're going. So here's the Maw of Tartus. We've been around a bunch of the capital. Wait a minute. Those are stalactites. That's a butthole. We found it. It was right behind us the entire time. Oh god, is this a ship dungeon? Well, I'm taking that. I like the concept of a ship dungeon. I think this is the last time they do it. Who's willing to bet that these cave systems are actually way bigger on the inside than the Volumen continent is on the outside? It didn't look very fractured, but I get what you're saying, Bane. Since this is going to be probably full of yellow enemies, that means it's the perfect time to grind silver. Nope, these are green and blue. I'm sorry, what? Let's see how that goes. Mostly good. Nice. Oh. Get him, Fina. Nice.
That was fun.
Oh, that's gotta be a huge yellow moonstone deposit. Yeah, this place is huge. Look at that, that looks pure. Huge moonstone. Red and green. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah.
I should have paid more attention when I was actually deciding that.
Over there.
Yeah, we're getting fairly close to the end of the game now. I mean, this has been the longest RPG we've done. We've gotten into double digits, which we haven't done before with the stream. Right, green, that is yellow. It's been a fun game. I mean, we still got at least probably 2 more sessions, but it's been a good game. Real nuts. With how unique this looks, I feel like there should be something. But it does seem to be a maze. 2 routes left, alright. I'm gonna go left. No, we can't check the map. Is that moving? Exploring the unknown. Blue. See how this goes.
Fire consume my enemy!
Eh. When it gets to the point where we start off with enough SPs for Rain of Swords, there's clearly the superior method. There's clearly the superior move to land the burst. But then that's probably why it costs more.
That was fun!
Plus, unlike Land Burst, I've never had an occasion when... Oh, Venus finished with purple. Never had an occasion when Rain of Swords has just not done any damage. Wonder if we'll see Zivil and Bane down here somehow. Well, we all know the advice for mazes. Keep your hand on the left-hand wall. Green and blue. Alright, see how this works. Nice, nice.
Over there!
Very nice. Awesome. And I'll finish the other one off.
Yeah.
Only survived because it was guarding, fair enough.
We did
That's a one-turn victory. And what is to the left? More random battles. Every time you turn left, there's a random battle.
Yeah.
That's why Derek Zoolander never had to do any random battles.
fire consume
Yeah.
Finish him!
Yeah.
Fatality.
That was easy.
Yay, level up. Yay, more magic. I wonder how big this place is. I wonder if we'll know the goal that we're searching for when we find it. Like, it's gotta stand out, right? Anybody got anything interesting to talk about in the chat? Blizzard's re-release of Warcraft 3 came out. And despite it being kind of positioned as a remake or a remaster, it does look like just a standard re-release. Which has people upset. Especially since they have altered the Warcraft 3 client now, so that you have to have the remaster rather than the original. And the remaster client is missing features from the original. It seems like in a lot of ways Blizzard just keeps screwing up recently. It's a good thing I don't play any Blizzard games. Not even in protest, there's no games Blizzard makes that I'm interested in. Oh wow, that guy's still alive. Kill him! Good work, Ica.
That was fun.
That's a big yellow crystal. That's a dead end. There doesn't seem to be anything. It looks like a dead end. Okay, so follow the left-hand wall. Well, so there's the rumours about Resident Evil 8, but you know, we discussed those on Tuesday. Let's do it. Purple.
Fire consume my enemies!
I have played Blizzard games, but it's mostly older Blizzard games, like Lost Vikings. I enjoyed Lost Vikings, but you're talking before Blizzard really built the cash cows. Before Diablo, before the original Warcraft, before StarCraft. And back when they did console games. God damn it, Enrique. Played Overwatch for a bit, but... yeah.
That was fun.
Like Final Fantasy XIV, a big part of the reason I stopped was because of my internet. But unlike Final Fantasy XIV, it wasn't holding my interest to begin with. I'm not into shooters these days, and especially not when the main point of the shooter is repetition like that. If I'm committing myself to a multiplayer game, it has to be a fairly quick thing, and preferably that isn't team-based. Which I suppose is why I was so into Smash for a while, and why I still play Mario Kart 8 online quite a bit. A race in Mario Kart 8 is like 3 minutes, if that. I can jump on, do 2 races, and that's it. Cool. If I lose, I'm not laying down anybody but myself, because who plays Mario Kart 8 on team mode? God damn it! Well, that's a turn gone. Oh, Lunar Cleansing. You attacked the wrong party member, buddy. Oh, god damn it. Jeez. We're ending this now. Not getting caught into the frog loop. I mean, I played Tetris 99 for a bit. But I feel like part of the problem with the whole Battle Royale idea, which is basically what Tetris 99 is Tetris Battle Royale. When there's that many players and there's only one victor, it's kind of disheartening to lose that many times. Don't get me wrong, I've won Tetris 99 4 times, maybe. But the people who are still playing Tetris 99 at this point are the really good Tetris players. Yeah, that works for both.
Take this.
Fire consume.
Nobody's dead yet. Damn it. No. Yeah, Blizzard did some pretty decent stuff back on consoles in the Super Nintendo era. Like the Lost Vikings. They did Blackthorn as well, which, if you like Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, or like the original Prince of Persia, Blackthorn is worth a look. Jeez, Tetris 2.
We did it.
If I'm playing a casual game of Tetris, I usually go with Tetris DS. My favourite incarnation. Tetris DS was so much fun. It had all those different modes. It had the strong Nintendo ties. And the Nintendo music with every mode, which was really nice. And the Nintendo aesthetic. It's not even that it's the best. Oh, it's a save point. It's not even that it's like the best version of Tetris. It's just a visually appealing Tetris game that I own. I've played Lost Vikings 2. It's mostly an expansion on Lost Vikings 1. It's not a bad game, but it doesn't really do anything new. The 3 characters now have cybernetic implants and abilities, which kind of changes how some of the puzzles will work. But for the most part, it's more Lost Vikings. Which is not a bad thing if you like Lost Vikings.
That was easy.
That'd probably be good for a weekend one-off, actually. Electress. Yeah, that is not the way we came in. Which means we might actually be getting somewhere. Oh wow, look at that. Wow, imagine if we'd actually gone in this place on foot. Oh, that's gotta be the Gigas. That's Metal Gear! It's already active! Eligar. Ew. Okay, so if the crystal is in Yeligar's possession, I feel like they were like one step away from calling this thing Goldar. If the crystal's in Yellogar's possession, who's actually in control of it? Oh, of course it woke up. Ina, you were talking too loud. Well, it's nice of it to open the front door for us because there's no way we're going to make it out the back. But this close to Valua, there is no way their armada is not noticing this. Gigas, round 4. I love that music. Okay. One turn. Spirit. Star Spirit completely. Boost Spirit. Yeah, I guess there's nothing else to do but see what this bad boy's got. Battle stations, people. I feel like it's been a while since we had a ship battle. Ah. Well, at least you managed to get back in time for... I want to call this thing Goldar so bad. At least you got back for the Yellow Gigas fight, Sergeant. About to show this bad boy how we operate. Don't call me fearless for nothing. Call me fearless because we're the swashbuckler ranking. That looks nasty. Yes. Yes. Here we go. What kind of health we're looking at? If we can pull off that kind of damage every time, that's not too bad. But I don't think we can. Okay, put the guard there, definitely. I also want a torpedo ready to go there. Fire that there, and Yamato Spirit there. Rock and roll, people. The best thing about leveling up is the increase of spirit points we get per turn, which means it opens so many capabilities in terms of our firepower. Love it. Yeah, we're facing in the wrong direction to actually hit it with the cannon. Here comes one of its nasty attacks. Again, you're facing the wrong direction. That was 12 spirit points wasted. I don't look forward to its red phase. With the amount of firepower we have now, regular bombardment will probably get this done fairly quickly. Chances are we won't even need the Moonstone Cannon. That is a question, because it can attack from above and below. Photon Charge goes from above, Voltigar goes from below. My thought is below is more dangerous but offers more opportunities. There you go. There. I want a Yamato Spirit here. No, I don't. I want a 5-inch cannon on both of these to maximise our potential. Maximise the damage potential. Take it down. Whoa! Oh, you should not be able to do that in what is not a yellow turn. And this close to calling shenanigans. Awesome, it actually hit. Once again, move into position. Oh, this could be nasty. It's prepping something. It's good damage. Another photon charge. Nice. Uh-oh. Not a single weak point, but we're throwing a bunch of damage in it. Well, that's the interesting point, isn't it? I'm going to focus so we can follow up on the Moonstone Cannon attack with another Moonstone Cannon attack next turn. But yeah, how do we knock this thing off balance when, unlike the first two Gigas, it isn't walking? I'll be able to knock its aim off, maybe, if we attack at the right time, but... Okay, here we go. Lock S-foils in attack position. Hold on to your seats, kids. It's a little close. I'm worried about how much damage its red attack is going to do, but hopefully we'll knock it off balance with the Moonstone Cannon. And it'll miss. Hey on target. Hey on target. Moving into position. Here we go.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
Fire the big gun. If that doesn't knock it off balance, nothing will. I can hold it. I can't believe they called the fat character Porkins. It did, it knocked it off balance. Perfect. Alright. Moonstone cannon. One arc whale torpedo here. Combined with the Yamato spirit and... leave that for a minute. Focus here.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
Open fire. Alright, that's good damage. Gonna take a few more turns, but that's good damage. Wrapping something. Well, clearly that guy didn't really hold a grudge because he went on to appear in another Lucasfilm, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Come on, do some good damage. It's not as much as before. What if Ico was right and the seal's weakening and it's getting stronger with every turn? No, it's just guarding, okay. One of these is going to give us the chance to end this. The other isn't going to be too bad, but it ain't the chance to end this. Let's get in there. It was the wrong one. Guard. Want an arc whale torpedo aiming here. Want a 5mm cannon here. And I want focus here. It's not a 5mm cannon, it'll be a 5-inch cannon. Comes again. Damn it. Yeah, I believe he was. That's good damage. The next Moonstone cannon should finish this. I suppose it's a little hard to notice in there because a good amount of his face is obscured. He's got the hat and then he's got the upturned collar as well. Which means you don't actually see that much of his face in Batman. Open fire. Nothing for that, which means focus, focus, focus just in case. Alright, this Moonstone cannon should finish it. Here we go. This shouldn't be too bad. There it is. More charge. Into position. Hold down to this. Hey, Yelligar. Think about the future.
Moonstone
Success! Ooh, Thunder Cutlass. Where is this? Hey, Clem. You missed the Yellow Gigas fight. That actually was kind of really easy. Like, Blueheim was more trouble because of the Vigoro fight before that. That was probably the easiest one of the Gigas fights. Well, that's it. We should probably get back to the ship before the Armada descends on us while we're completely defenseless. We can go right back into the Maw of Tartarus there. How'd your stuff go, Clem? Is it all sorted? All taken care of for today, at least? That's no cave. That's a battle station. Where's Crescent Isle? Where is Crescent Isle? Oh, it's to the south. So it can be for today. There it is, Crescent Isle. Yeah, let's go home. Whee! Well, that's good. For today, at least. Gilda, you son of a bitch!
Ooh.
Oh hey, they must be the animals I ordered. Well, we got all 5 moon crystals now. They're right there. I sure hope nobody on this table is going to steal them. They say that, but I guess we're the ones who'll have to take Fiona home because her ship was destroyed. Yeah, where is the Silver Civilization? We've been all over the world. Ah, don't worry. Shot Kate Sith as soon as he tried to board our ship. Well, that explains it. Above the sky. But that also means there's a silver moon crystal. That means there's also a silver giga. I still think we should just destroy these. Right. So our ship can't take you up there? Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the sky, there was one more Gigas. Meanwhile, at the Grand Fortress, Glacian in his silly coat. What the hell's Dangrel Island?
Yes, my lord.
An elevator into deep sky. He's planning to betray the Empress. Ill tidings in the Valuan Empire. Oh well. Oh, there's the relief. That looks horrible. I'm not even going to ask what you two were doing last night. Oh hey, it's a Q-Pill fountain. Nice. So I guess all we've got left to do now is try and find Fiona's ship. Dangrel Island, though. A man-made island? Hilda, where did you park your ship? Interesting. That's interesting because Deep Sky isn't where we were. We went below the clouds, but Deep Sky is below the layer of clouds underneath those clouds. It's further down. If they get Fiona's ship, they can go and invade the Sylvite civilization. North of Pirate Isle, huh? This bodes ill. Alright, let's go. Yeah, okay, so we've got this. Deep Sky is beneath these clouds. Nobody goes to Deep Sky. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just a ship. Maybe we should go and see Piastol again. Looks like it's not over yet. Looks like Glacia is finally ready to make his move. Oh, almost ready to make his move against the Empress. Oh, I've not got any more moves. They're showing turn now. The question becomes, what's Glacia planning to do? It is indeed a fantastic game, Sergeant. If only it was more readily available. But I think the developers have wanted to make a sequel to this game for a while. It pops up every few years.
That was fun.
Discussions of a sequel with one of the main developers. And it sounds like they've wanted to do one for a while, but for whatever reason, Sega keeps making terrible Sonic games. Like, for the love of God's sake, where's the next House of the Dead game? Where's Jet Set Radio 3, Sega? Nope. Okay, those shoes are ridiculous. Yeah, you said this last time, we already did this. I love Ica. Ica's great. I think, like, more than a sequel to this, is like the way the game goes, the world is fully explored. The game doesn't really leave any loose ends when it's done. I don't know how a sequel could really work, and my worry with the idea of a sequel is it would turn into a case of, like, Final Fantasy IV the after years.
On guard.
What, like a remaster or some kind of port to a modern system so more people can play this would be great. Like, it's crazy how expensive this game is. Okay, green. I want red, so that means yellow.
On guard.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's got more health this time. Way more health. Yeah, a remaster or just some kind of modern version would be, like, really good, because let's be fair, the Dreamcast version is the weaker way to play this, but the GameCube version is so expensive. Okay, she is blue, which means green or purple. I think green will work better, give people more options for this. actually. Screwlin. Luna Blessing, just a shield. Well, that'd be the thing, if you were going to do something like Chrono Cross or the way Final Fantasy works, with separate games with similar themes, you'd end up with completely different worlds. And then you run the risk of losing the spirit of what this game is.
Let's try this.
The idea of a sequel of any kind is a very risky thought. Nice. Okay, so attack, 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 and just a shield. And it does become a case of, like... It does become a case of...
Here goes.
If Rare turned around and announced they were making a new Banjo-Kazooie game, the idea is kinda nice, but the team that made the Banjo-Kazooie games are gone. You know what, actually, you know a better example? Metroid Prime 4. It's like, cool, Metroid Prime 4 is being developed by Retro Game Studios again. Cool, but the people who made the Metroid Prime trilogy have mostly gone, so it means very little. Yes. Ina, clean yourself up. Uh-oh. Oh, god damn it!
Let's try this.
I think if we're gonna get something as a follow-up in any way to this game, I think the best comparison for what it should be is Final Fantasy Tactics to Tactics Ogre. Let us cling together. A continuation of ideas and refinement of what was originally there into an entirely new design and setting. I think that'd be the best result. Yeah. Resilium Crystal, I need to find some more of these. Uh-oh. Let's go on Fina. God damn it.
I'm so sorry.
How about you?
She's still got the buff on. Damn, I forgot about that. Gotta get rid of that. Ica. Bina. Swear to God, do not die. It's only supposed to be like a 50% chance, come on.
This should work.
Swear to God, if you were going for Fina again, you bitch. Well, that's a turn wasted. It's 2 turns wasted.
I'm so sorry.
This should work.
Insta kills. Well, these are the last two Rizalem crystals. You know what? You change. There we go. Do not die to this hiker. Or Enrique. That is supposed to be like a 50% chance. What the hell?
Let's try this.
Well, I need to find out where I bought the Rizalem crystals and go and buy more. And hope. Okay, so Eternity worked. Oh, you.
Here goes.
So Eternity worked 3 times. Here's hoping Risen can work once. Okay, Athena, cleansing, wins, cleansing, wins.
On guard.
Yeah, get rid of her buffs.
Moons, give me strength.
Nope. And now we're back to what I hated most about this. It's 15 hours ago. 20 hours ago. Percentage bases. Yeah, use the Curia crystal.
On guard.
Well, Vice is dead, which means this fight is basically done. Yeah, there is crossover and reference. In Chrono Cross 2, Chrono Trigger. But for what it's worth, it might as well be like Gilgamesh appearing in other Final Fantasy games, besides 5. Right, Rizalem box. Risen. Well, somebody's dead. Yep. This fight has been a wash.
Lose consciousness. Moons, give me strength.
Let's punch her in the face. It's 4 times. It certainly has a 50% chance of working it. It worked 4 times in a row. I might be smelling bullshit. Yeah, everything I know about the best moments. The best moments of the game when, you know, let me make sure of this. Athena has Eternity. There's Eternity. Can instantly kill. The one that's guaranteed is Eternum. There's Eterni, Eternes, and Eternum. Eternum is the guaranteed instant kill. Eterni is the weakest version that has the biggest chance of failing. And it just worked 4 times in a row for the boss. Meanwhile, Risen didn't work at all. I'm not bitter, what are you talking about? Now attack the ball. There we go. Just a shield. From what I know of Chrono Cross's story, it's very confusing. Swear to God, if this works right now, I'm gonna punch something. That's right.
Over there.
Increments, remember to remove this immediately now. Because Piastol's buff was part of the problem. Wins, just a shield follow-up. Alright, it's gonna go better this time.
On guard!
Like I said, I don't think it's necessarily about legacy. Skies of Arcadia will always be fantastic, regardless of what Sega does with it afterwards. So I'm not overly concerned about the legacy. And I suppose that's something people are just in general worried about a little too much anyway. The idea that something new that isn't as good as the original ruins the reputation or thought of the original. Which is kind of stupid in my opinion. It's like Dragon Ball Super is pretty crap. Z is still pretty decent. You can't ruin a franchise by making a bad follow-up. It's like, okay, let's take a minute and delve back into Star Wars again. Just for a quick second. Episode 8 is bad. Episode 8 and everything Disney has done to Star Wars does not make the original Star Wars movies not good. It doesn't ruin their legacy, it doesn't... Oh, no, I'm getting to this. It doesn't change the way those movies work. And it becomes a case of it's incredibly easy to ignore that stuff. I've been ignoring Disney's new canon since they basically did it. Because I don't care. Damn it. The idea of ruining a legacy, it ruins Vader's redemption and Luke's story. But there's an alternative. And even if there wasn't, ignore it. Luke's story may as well end at 6.
Here goes.
Die.
It's just the way these things work. I spent a lot of time complaining about Episode 8 and the potential of what Episode 9 could be and what I've heard it is. And at the end of the day, it really means nothing unless you make it mean something. Sega could pull out a Skies of Arcadia follow-up and it could be absolute garbage. The original is still a fantastic game that will always have a place close to my heart. For several reasons. And there's nothing that can change. They ain't been doing that for years since Dark Empire happened. That's interesting. That's what Disney says, I don't care. Just a shield. Oh, I probably should have healed Vice. Ooh, nice. Don't spoil details of episode 9 for me. I need to experience that for myself when Disney puts out in a way that I don't actually have to pay to watch it. It makes no difference though in the end. Episode 8. Episode 8 ruins a bunch of stuff, yeah.
Here goes.
But it doesn't ruin the original trilogy. Well, I've said that for a while. As far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna stick with the
Let's try this.
old expanded universe as far as I care. Lucas never considered those canon to begin with anyway. There we are, Sacrum. No. Yeah, Luke. Oh, jeez. Luke's never considered the old expanded universe canon anyway.
I'm so sorry.
And at the end of the day, it's really up to us how we decide to live with these things. And I choose not to care. Episode 8 and all of its problems and all of its flaws and everything Episode 9 doesn't change. The original trilogy is fantastic. The prequels did damage, yeah. But the prequels also led to so much good. You do a Sacrum. There it is. Swear to God, if this hits... God damn it.
Let's try this.
But, you know, we're done. We're done talking about Star Wars now. We pushed it far enough again. Yeah, when it comes down to it, legacy is what you make it. Okay. Resolum. Justice Shield. Come on. There we go. Yeah, more than a sequel, I do want some kind of modern way of playing Skies of Arcadia. At this point, not even for myself. I'm happy to play it on GameCube again. But it's one of those cases of, like Earthbound, people wanted a modern way to play Earthbound that they could legally play without having to do any messing around or emulation or anything. And so other people can play it a more accessible way that doesn't require you forking out a stupid amount of cash. And I think that's the best thing to do for Skies of Arcadia for the minute. Come on. Well, it's hit. The music's already told me. That's another fight where somebody's gone down just before the final blow. Damn it.
Is it over already?
Yep. 7 years. So Piastol is an interesting addition, but I think the fact that her entire story takes place on those little encounters kind of really diminishes a bunch of it. I understand why she can't hunt us down through the game. Even though they did that with Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux. With the new character they introduced in that. But still, something outside of always going to this one spot and then talking with her for a bit, fighting her, that would have been kind of neat. As it is, as an addition, she's kind of just, yeah, go there and fight her. She's fine, but she could be better. Alright, let's turn in the discovery info we've got at the Sailors Guild. You know, when we get to Star Wars month, I really am going to have to put out the no episode 8 talk as a rule. Oh, I forgot we did that. Oh wow, we found a bunch, didn't we? Wait a minute, we waited too long to sell one of those. Shrine Island. High above NASA. Somewhere in the South Ocean, the island never moves. I don't think ban, that'd be a bit much. Warning, maybe. South Ocean. Island to the north of Moonstone Mountain. Valley in the middle of the Valuan continent. A bird that can't fly in the icy continent. Skies of northern Valua, philosophizing sailor. North Daniel Strait, can't get through there with a normal ship. Went through there, we didn't find anything. Northern coast of Valua. Right near the entrance of the Dark Rift. Go through the Dark Rift. Oh, that's already been found by Domingo. Nasir and Yafutoma. Old Ixatakan legend. That's not helpful. A big wall around Yafutoma lives on an island on that wall. North of Mount Kasai. Strange Shape Island, south of South Ocean. Shining Waters. The name shows up in more than one Yafutoman history book. Check northern skies of Ixataka. West of Horteka. Oh, actually, watch at the bounty list as well. Anybody new? Did I fight this guy? No. I saw this bounty, yeah, fair enough. And Lord Zivelin Bane. The supposed leader of an infamous clan of bandits, nothing is known about his true identity. Nobody knows where he's from. Little is known about his fighting tactics other than his use of explosive powder. Avoid this attack at all costs. And this becomes the revelation. Zivelin Bane we've been fighting hasn't been the same person. It's a different person, every one of which is a member of the Zivelin Bane bandits. Another black spot, really. Jeez, we just fought her. Same location. Yeah, you know what, Piastol? I got other things to do. Yeah, if I remember rightly, Lord Zivelin Bane is actually in the final dungeon. Or at least one of the very later dungeons. Oh well, that's gotta be what we're looking for. Wait. Gangrel Island. That was easy to find. Hidden away under the clouds. Shut up, Alfonso. So they're seeding. Yeah, really, Alfonso, you think you're gonna stop Galcian?
No!
Okay. That fits with their motivations. What about Gregorio? Control, which is what the Empress was seeking through the use of the Gigas. We also have something of an issue here with all 6 admirals plus the Grand Admiral here. That creates a problem if we get caught. Which means this is a stealth mission. We're off. And Galcian is revealing himself to be the true antagonist. Wait, we're not actually here to stop the Admirals, are we? We're here to steal the use of their elevator, I think. Tactical espionage action. Oh, that's actually a point. Klim, were you there when I was speaking about our plans to do the first-person mode of Metal Gear Solid Integral? That could be useful. A should remember this. Set that unedited. Yeah. I still need to actually sit down and finish Integral to unlock it. Or I could just download a save. I might download a save for it. Yeah, I will do it soon. Probably before the Castlevania Marathon, since I can get through Metal Gear Solid 1 really quick. If we skip the cutscenes, because let's be fair, we don't need to watch them. I could get Metal Gear Solid 1 done in a single session. I wonder if there's a way to stop these really slow-moving fans. That's a treasure chest. Alright, so we're here for the elevator into Deep Sky so we can see about getting Venus ship. Well, it's the thing with Metal Gear Solid, unless you're showing them off or you're watching them for the sake of watching them, after you've seen them the first time, there's really no reason to watch them again. Yellow. It's the case, I played through Metal Gear Solid 2 once, as quick as I could. On a challenge from my brother, and skipping all cutscenes, I had the game done in under 3 hours.
Yeah. An utter victory.
Like, skipping the cutscenes because we're there for the first-person gameplay. Top secret flagship. That's interesting because we haven't seen the Serpent. Yeah, outside of the we're really only there with Metal Gear Solid Integral for the first-person gameplay as an alternate way to play the game. Which I think is a really interesting idea, an alternate way to play a game that you've played plenty of times before and seen plenty of times before. And I kind of wish there was more stuff like that. Like if you've ever played Super Mario Crossover, and you can play the original Super Mario Brothers with a bunch of different NES characters. Well, the difference is, like, Resident Evil 7 can't be played any other way. Like, just the variation. It's not so much about the first person, as it is about experiencing an old classic in a new way. Like, noted Super Mario 64 modder Kaze Mwanwa. Just call him Kaze. Recently came out with a change, an update to the Super Mario 64 multiplayer mod that lets you do Mario 64 multiplayer split screen, which is great because before it was both on one screen, one camera. Where am I? Which was kind of problematic, but Super Mario 64 multiplayer is fantastic.
Yeah.
And adding the split screen removes the camera issue, and it is so much fun going through that with a second player. I saw the fixed camera angle mods for Resident Evil 2 remake. Back when they were first being developed, and I didn't think much of them. Partly because, like, maybe they've improved it since, but there was too much space where you couldn't see your character and couldn't see stuff. It's a really difficult thing to pull off. That the old Resident Evil games pulled off mostly successfully. But the issue with the fixed camera is trying to make sure the player is always aware of the surroundings regardless. Or aware enough. Obscuring things from the player because of the camera angle is a problem, and like Code Veronica has that problem. And it makes Code Veronica kind of a pain to deal with. Oh wow. Yeah, they're all yellow. Huh. But it really is a case of, like, dealing with that is really tricky, but then balancing the camera out so you can see enough is really tricky. Even Capcom didn't get it right all the time. Trying to mod it into the game, into a game that was never intended for it. The environments aren't designed for it. You end up with the very real concern that the game will essentially become almost impossible to play.
That was fun.
Either that or the thought... What am I thinking? The camera will have to change positions multiple times within a single room to compensate, and that is a difficult thing to balance. Especially since you always have to be aware of the position, and with a fixed camera angle mod, you also really should be modding in tank controls as well. Uh-oh. Well, this needs to end. It's like... standard analog control does not work with the fixed camera angles.
Everyone is okay.
And there is no better example of that than Devil May Cry. Now, you want an example of a good game with that problem? Devil May Cry. Maybe anything. Nope. Just a fight. There we go. Yeah, the original Devil May Cry has more fixed... Oh, I never switched my sword, did I? Nice. The original Devil May Cry has more fixed camera angles than any other game in the series. And it's problematic, to say the least. There it is. The camera shifts and all of a sudden you move in a different direction, and it's a real problem. But Devil May Cry is designed mostly in a way that isn't really going to happen in combat encounters. For the most part, that happens in areas where there aren't combat encounters. Or at least not the super radical changes. And so it becomes a difficult thing to balance if you're modding it into a game. Ooh, Moonberry. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Summons the powers of the Red Moon to destroy all enemies on the screen. That is 12 SP. Wow. Dina has... Yes, I will. Revives, cures all adverse effects, and completely restores all HP. Yes, thank you. Hello, boys. Oh, if we can only get that one more SP at the start of battle and we can just open every fight with Rain of Swords.
How about you?
Nice. Take him down, Fina. Wow, good work, Fina.
I hope that I'm being useful.
Yeah. I mean, in contrast to that, first person is easier, though it does have its own challenges. Oh, to be fair, I suppose the main way of overcoming the biggest challenge is to just make part of the model invisible. So the camera doesn't clip into it. And then after that, it's, I guess, a case of how good you want the animations to look when you are closer to the body like that. I think we've got some good stuff out of that. Yeah, I'm not expecting much out of this Metal Gear Solid first-person mode. It does bring up the question of, like, why did they never do it again? I was like, is it any good? Is it, like, really shoddy? How playable is it? That kind of thing. Alright, we're getting 13 SP per turn. Fina's full heal is 18. But that is abusable. Oh, this isn't a dead end. Well, let's go back up then. I want to finish exploring there. I don't know if we can actually come back here when we're done. It's an elevator shaft. Okay, and what about this door on the end? Alright, well, that was pointless. Let's just go back downstairs. Yeah, I mean, like I say, my main thought with the Metal Gear Solid first person mode, more than anything, is the interest of playing an old game in a new way. Especially without any kind of challenge mode run. Let's see how this goes. And that's when Fina turns into a werewolf.
Save us in your light.
Oh wow. Yeah, that is super abusable, especially since we can get enough SP for it in 2 turns. And it doesn't cost MP. Get enough SP, it doesn't cost MP.
That was easy.
I suppose the thought is somewhat similar to the randomizer mods, a new way of playing an old game. And the randomizer mods seem to become really popular lately. Seems like there's randomizer mods for a lot of games now. And like, at some point I should do the randomizer mod for A Link to the Past. But I do really want to take a look at the randomizer mod for Symphony of the Night and Ocarina of Time. Huh. Yeah, if we steal these plans... maybe Barbum can make some sense of them. If we steal the plans, that might set them back as well.
Yes.
Oh, Galcian's right there as well. Uh-oh. FF7 randomizer. I do want to take a look at the Ocarina of Time randomizer. I have messed with the Link to the Past randomizer myself at chest, I don't know, at points, but I've not actually seen the Ocarina randomizer in action. Those are stairs, but there's a gate. Yeah, you showed me one of those. It seems pretty interesting, but it requires me picking up the PC version and then dealing with that. Plus, I'm not only fond of mods that change stuff, but also really increase the difficulty. It was a big problem with the Parallel Worlds mod for Link to the Past. It's a fascinating mod, and there's a lot of work gone into it, and it's really impressive. The difficulty is also excessive. Galcian. We meet again. Oh, you're all ready for a fight, aren't you? This is actually a little bit worrying because it's been a while since the last save point. We'd have to go through the entire base again. Well, yeah, I aim to set records. Well, we're not in the Grand Fortress anymore. And Galcian reveals his true colours. Gregorio? That sounds interesting, but irritating to deal with. Oh, between a rock and a hard place, apparently. You're not? A man of honor in a place like this. So you know you can't win against him.
Oh, wow.
What an interesting turn of events. Let's get out of here. From the looks of it, Galcian didn't prepare anybody else, though. Operating with the expectation that he would defeat us. And there'd be no chance for us to escape. Well-placed confidence, yes, but also arrogance. Your overconfidence is your weakness. Let's get out of here. Use the save point. Now let's go back to Crescent Isle. Gonna be any troubles getting out of here? Yeah, I feel like that evil laugh at that point doesn't match the tone of what he just said. Demanding Gregorio's body be taken care of and then doing an evil laugh. You know, I'm surprised there isn't actually a fight with another admiral as we escape. Coming with Kafka's laugh. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what Kafka's laugh is right now, and all I'm getting in my head is the slowed down version from Final Fantasy VII. There's Crescent Isle. Boo, Kafka, boo! Are they saying boo? Oh no, they're saying boo Kafka, boo Kafka. Are you saying boo or boo Kafka? Boo! I was saying boo Kafka. Yes, they are. Are doing. $10 days. That tells you how heavy a modification this is going to be. Marco, what are you doing here? But meanwhile, what were the Valuans doing? Well, it's a good thing we've got the materials, apparently. You think it'd be a more arid island, considering we are actually under the Red Moon? Yeah, let's go see what we got with the Delphinus now. We'll send Fina home and then we'll deal with the Valuans. And by the Valuans really mean Glacia. Galcian's gonna be a problem. Ghostbusters! What do we got, Brabham? Excellent. What I like to hear, friend. Cool, but with those down, how do we see? Vortex.
Yes.
Oh. What is it, Enrique? Which means that Valuan's military might is no longer Valuan's military might. It's an independent rogue state. Without the Armada, what does Valua actually have?
Yes.
Don't worry, Princess, I don't plan on dying just
Yes.
yet. Then he falls over into deep sky. We'll stop the Armada with sticks and harsh language. You realise we could just, like, circumnavigate the Grand Fortress, drop you off in Valua. Hell, I did it like an hour ago. Since we can go above and below the clouds, the Grand Fortress means basically nothing now. Vortex near Shrine Island. One silent, run deep. Yeah, we're setting up to finish soon. Main trick is end up at a point where I'll know where I'm going at the start of the next session. We could save this actually and call it a night outside of the Vortex. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Those were seahorses in the sky. Where am I? Okay, so if I keep heading in this direction, we should come across Shrine Island. Straight through the South Ocean. Head through. Alright, cool. Whereabouts? Pirate Isle is to the north. Is it? Yeah, northwest a little bit. Well, you know, I think that's what we were talking about. That looks ominous. What's this? What is this? Oh, this is Dangrel Island. Huh. The flying machine. An odd-looking ship whose origins remain a complete mystery. The fluid design and strange metals used in its hull have led to its theories of a ship built on another world, and some even go as far to say as it travelled through areas without air. Where did it go? There it is. Alright, and that's going to do it for tonight. This is a good place to save it. We're in over time anyway. Good times. Bunch of progress today. After last session was very little progress because we were doing grinding and side quests. Always go for the white mage first. Remember, if the white mage has balls, kick the white mage in the balls. That'll show him. Heal my enemies, will you? But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. We got some good progress. A lot of developments are happening. It seems like something's actually happening with the Valuan Empire now. With the Armada, with Glacia seceding and taking most of the Armada with him. It seems like we're finally gearing up for actual antagonist. Like singular antagonist, Glacia. As opposed to the nebulous thought of the Valuan Empire as the antagonist. Like in Final Fantasy VI, how the antagonist is thought to be the Gestal Empire, and then you get the idea of Emperor Gestal, and then it's just Kafka. Kinda like that. But I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always appreciate the support. Thanks so much. Special thanks to Bane, Klim, and Sergeant for joining the chat. I always appreciate it, guys. There's that word again, the nebulous entity that is the Valuan Empire. We will be back on Sunday, 8 PM, Great Meantime. I'm thinking... Oh, don't worry about it, I just appreciate being here, Sergeant. And I hope you've been enjoying Skies of Arcadia. I'm thinking Sunday have a quick break, maybe from Skies. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll probably do more Skies on Sunday, unless otherwise stated. Unless I'm too tired again. I don't want to do more RE2 make if I am too tired. I'll set the Dreamcast up again if I am. A while since I ran through RE3. Speculation. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, I probably will continue with Skies. We are pushing forward and we're getting fairly close to the end. Let me look how many more dungeons there is before the end, actually. I don't think it's that many. There's a list of dungeons in order. Okay, let's see. Done most things. Not done this. This is the final dungeon. What's this one? I don't remember this one. Oh, I remember that. Penultimate dungeon, maybe? I feel like this is missing some dungeons, but it looks like we don't actually have that many more to go. We are definitely approaching the end. Probably not next time. Maybe the session after that. Maybe next Tuesday if we do stream Skies on Sunday. But certainly within the next week. I imagine within the next 3 sessions we'll probably finish this. Then we can go back to Final Fantasy VIII and finish that, and then do Castlevania Marathon. Yay! I'm doing that. Yeah, in the meantime, once again, thank you all for watching. I always really appreciate the support. Once again, big special thank you to Bane, Clem and Sergeant for joining the chat. The chat is what keeps this stream going, people. And I always appreciate that. Thank you so much. Back 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time Sunday with probably more Skies of Arcadia. Yay! In the meantime, thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day. And take care. I'll catch you next time, guys.